organized several online expert lectures with the help of National Agricultural Higher Education projects in institutional development plans with the help of Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Though we are maintaining a lot of distance due to coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic, a big concern, though we are maintaining distance, but we are highly connected because of these virtual meets and highly developed or advanced electronic or digital media. We do not have any other option. The best option is we can meet through virtual meetings. This is the best alternative we have. With this brief introduction, or on this occasion, to celebrate the World Fisheries Day, we have conducted a national level video documentary competition, which is one of the toughest events, I would say, because we had conducted several events. Among all these, the competition which was on video documentary was one of the toughest. We received quite a number of participants, and we have screened. It took a lot of time. And anyway, one of my colleagues, she is going to discuss about all those aspects. With this brief introduction, I love to give or propose a welcome speech. Before I give welcome, I would like to welcome our the youngest cohorts of fisheries. I use cohorts because we often use the word cohort in fisheries. That's why I love to say that cohorts, youngest cohorts for newly joined first year BFSC students. Whatever we do activities, it's all for fisheries. On behalf of university administrators, our lovely teachers, and your senior students, that is UG students, PG and PhD students, I love to welcome you to a beautiful world that is fisheries. As I always say, there is no dearth for employment. There is no dearth for nutritious food when you join fisheries, and for not only for fisheries professionals, for fishing community as well. You have entered you have chosen a wonderful, a beautiful world, or a beautiful world, fisheries. So on behalf of administrators, teachers, faculty, and senior students, I welcome you to your fisheries profession. Thank you very much, and best wishes to you. And with this brief welcome and introduction to the students, and I love to welcome our Chief Patron, Dr. Indrajit Singh Sir, the worthy Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor of our university, that is Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, and Patron Dr. SPS Guman, Principal Investigator, IDP Cell, and Dean College of Veterinary Science. I welcome them. Due to their busy schedule, they could not join today, but anyway, their wishes are always with us. I am highly delighted to welcome Dr. Meera D. Ansal, Dean College of Fisheries. I welcome you, madam, on behalf of everybody, all the students and participants, and a wonderful and a dynamic leader we have. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.
And yeah, before I say the name or mention the name, I love to say a few words about a lovely lady who is present with us, joined online. The lady who struggled to build the institution and strengthen the teaching, research, extension activities, and undoubtedly she has enormously supported for extracurricular activities, that which we have witnessed in the last 7 or 8 years, for developing students' personality and communication skills. And I welcome you on behalf of students and faculty. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, Madam Dr. Asha Dhawan. She is a consultant fisheries Gadwasu and former Dean College of Fisheries Gadwasu. We have all seen Madam, particularly our teachers and senior students. Those who are not seen, just we would like to show the photo. Anyway, she is going to address us soon. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, madam. Then I love to welcome my teachers, dearest colleagues, for joining today. And last but not the least, I love to welcome students and I see some of the participants from different parts of the country are joining. We are highly delighted to see you all. Thank you very much. And with this brief uh, introduction and kind of bit elaborated welcome speech, I love to invite Dr. Mira D. Ansel, Dean, College of Fisheries, to give a introduction, what I call speech about World Fisheries Day. Thank you, Dr. Mira D. Ansel, and please unmute, and you are going to be live now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Shantanu, for the wonderful introduction. So before I start, first of all, we convey our warm regards and greetings to our dear Dr. Asha Dhawan, former Dean of College of Fisheries, Gadwasu, and our chief guest in today's World Fisheries Day celebrations. So we are blessed to have her with us to share her views and guide us and motivate us as always. So thank you, madam, that you accepted our invitation and you have joined us today in this celebration. So we feel blessed. And we also extend warm greetings to our students and faculty who have joined us in this celebration. As we know that, as Dr. Shantanu has told, that COVID pandemic has transformed our social and economic status, or you can say economic setup across the world drastically in last, you can say, 8 to 9 months. And under this unprecedented situation of restrictions, our students and faculty is working very hard to continue academic activities through various online modes. And as you have seen, all the meetings, all the functions, celebrations, all these events, they are being conducted on virtual mode. Under these conditions, we can say our students, they are already attending 5 to 6 hours of online classes daily. So it is very hard for them. It is so this virtual world, it is actually affecting our students not only physically but also mentally. So we decided to celebrate our World Fisheries Day with some interesting creative activity rather than planning some routine expert lectures. So we decided that we shall conduct some event which is very interesting and creative for the students so that they can showcase their perception and vision through a video documentary on the theme that how the vibrant and dynamic fisheries sector is offering potential opportunities for entrepreneurship. So you can see that in everybody knows it that India is the second largest fish producer after China with total production of 13.75 million tons, a growth rate of 8%, and it is contributing about 8.6% to the world fish basket. But there is still much more to be achieved. To realize actual potential of our, you can say, aquatic resources, so Department of Fisheries, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Government of India, has launched Prime Minister Matsya Sampada Yojana this year for sustainable development of fisheries sector to achieve production target of, you can say, 20 million tons. Presently, we are producing 13.75 million tons, but they are aiming that we will be producing about 20 million tons in next 3 to 4 years through various schemes, including entrepreneurship development. So, as you know, there are around 30 fishery colleges in India. They are producing around 1,500 of fishery graduates annually. And it is our responsibility to see that all these graduates, they are placed either in public or private sector or through entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship development is a very, very important sector where we have to emphasize so that our students, they know what are the opportunities they can avail in this sector, which is very vibrant and very dynamic, and it is developing very fast. So there are, you can say, endless opportunities in this sector. As you know, in the world, around 6 crore of people, they are employed in this sector directly. Either they are fishermen or they are fish farmers. And if we talk about backward and forward industries, there are millions of people who are attached to this sector. So there are endless opportunities, only we have to see that how we will be tapping these opportunities. So we are happy that good number of video documentaries have been received from the students on the theme entrepreneurship opportunities in the fisheries, which will be presented very shortly in this session by our next presenter. So with the message that future belongs to innovative entrepreneurs and fishery has diverse, you can say, opportunities, I convey my best wishes to all the students for a bright professional career ahead, with a mission to protect our fishery resources for sustainable, you can say, production to feed our future generations, for which World Fisheries Day is celebrated worldwide on this day. So why World Fisheries Day is celebrated? It is celebrated because we want to conserve our aquatic resources. What are our aquatic resources? Both capture and culture. So we have to ensure that whatever is being done, it is done in a sustainable manner, that our aquatic resources are conserved, and whatever is produced from these resources, it is sustainable for the years to come. So it is our responsibility to take care of all these resources. With these words, I now request Dr. Shantanu to proceed further with the next activity, please. Thank you so much, Dr. Shantanu, for arranging this webinar to celebrate World Fisheries Days. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam, for highlighting about fisheries in a nutshell. And thank you very much for considering the concerns the students are facing due to virtual meets. No doubt, physically and mentally, not only students, the whole world is experiencing. But
yes, yes.
This is the best alternative the world could find. What do you call something is better than nothing.
Yes.
Apart from issues, so many issues, we are the world, the leaders, the administrators, everybody is striving hard to bring the positive vibes among the people. It is all for the development of bring the beautiful atmosphere and development of the humankind, and preserving the, as you said in the your speech, for world importance of why we celebrate World Fisheries Day, to conserve the resources for the future generation. Everybody is trying hard for the future generation and enjoy the present days. And also you highlighted about the opportunities and the schemes available, and also the PMMSY, which was recently launched by our Honorable Prime Minister of India. Thank you very much for sharing your views on this wonderful occasion. So with this, I love to, today we have a couple of alumni of our college who graduated from our College of Fisheries, Ludhiana. They want to share some of the views they have experienced in the last few years. May I request Dr. Jitendra to communicate with them and share their views? Thank you, Dr. Jitendra. Over to you now.
Very warm greetings to one and all. Myself Sudhanshu Raman. I am one of the alumni of Kadwaso. I passed out my BFSc in 2013. Currently, I am working with National Fisheries Development Board. On this very day, I would like to talk about World Fisheries Day and why it is celebrated. World Fisheries Day is celebrated on 21st November every year to demonstrate solidarity with all the fish farmer and concerned stakeholder throughout the world. It started in 1997, where the Fish Forum of Fish Harvest and Fisher Frogs meet at Delhi, leading to formation of the World Fisheries Forum with representatives from 18 countries, and signed a declaration advocating for the global mandate of sustainable fishing practice and policies. The event aims to draw the attention to overfishing, habitat destruction, and other serious threats to the sustainability of our marine and freshwater resources. The celebration serves to focus on changing the way the world manages global fisheries to ensure sustainable stock and healthy ecosystem. The government of India is in the forefront, transforming the sector and bringing about economic revolution through a blue revolution in the country. The sector invites to increase the farmers' income through enhancement of production and productivity, improving the quality and reduction of waste. Taking into the account the global centrally sponsored scheme, that is the integrated development and management of fisheries, which was launched in 2016, had made a vital contribution towards the development of the sector in the year. And in the year this year on 10th September, the Honorable Prime Minister launched another scheme, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, that is PMMSY, with a budget of over 20,000 crore for a period of 5 years. PMMSY aimed to achieve fish production of 22 million metric ton from the current 13.76 million metric ton, that is by 2024-2025 financial year, and to create an additional employment opportunity to about 55 lakh people through this sector. In at the end and in conclusion, I would like to wish all fishers, fish farmers, aquapreneurs, fisheries professionals, and all concerns in this sector a very happy World Fishes Day 2020. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Sudhanshu, for sharing your views and experiences. And we requested another alumni, but due to his participation in his own department, he could not join. Anyway, no problem. But our students are doing exceedingly well in different sectors in different parts of the country, and not only in India, and they are present in different parts of the world. So we wish them a very all the best for in their endeavors. With that, we conducted already. Dr. Meera Diansal Madam has shared about the video documentary competition, which was held recently on the theme entrepreneurship opportunities in fisheries. Now we are going to have an award ceremony. I'm going to request Dr. Rajinder Kaur to start the award ceremony, please.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
So the video documentary competition, it was on the topic of entrepreneurship opportunities in fisheries. So in this competition, we have received 25 entries from 7 states, including Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and West Bengal, in which all the participants, they have tried their level best according to the available resources and had unique ideas to represent or record according to the topic, and they have highlighted the opportunities depending that the highlight opportunities in fisheries, raising it from and making them available or become job provider rather than a job seeker. And all the judgment, it was based on the criterias like quality of video, audio quality, content, information provided, duration, and applicability of the topic. And in that, the participants, they have done very well, and the winners, they have been awarded because of their unique ideas and the depth to dig into the topic. Here we present some of the highlighted points of the winners for which they have been awarded. So the student, he has presented the point that every person who is keeping in mind to become an entrepreneur, so what should be the things that need to be taken care. And in nutshell, he has emphasized some major entrepreneurship opportunities in different sectors of fisheries, such as cold water fisheries, shrimp farming, catfish culture, ornamental fisheries, and aquatic animal medicines. So here is the student who has bagged this third position. He is Manpreet Singh, a student of College of Fisheries, Gadwasu, Ludhiana. So here is the award with the certificate. Congratulations, Manpreet Singh. So the third position, it is shared by two students. So the next student, he has interacted at the ground level fisherman, which really needs to be uplifted. And he has guided them to improve their living status by practicing fish farming. And also he tried to make them aware to avail various government assistances and schemes that are currently available for them. So here is the student. So here is the second student who has awarded by the third position, Krishnakant Chaudhary. He is the student of College of Fisheries, Nanaji Deshmukh Veterinary Sciences University. So congratulations, Krishnakant. So the second position, that is backed by a student who has very well explained the job opportunities in fisheries and had tried best to interact and quote some of the examples of successful fish farmers of the area. And the most important thing is this student is he has just started or entered the BFSC life, and he has just the student of the first semester. So that's the student. He has performed a splendorous job in just her few weeks of the start. So the second position, it is backed by Amanat Kaur, the student of College of Fisheries, Gadwasu, first year student. Congratulations, Amanat Kaur. So last but not the least, so the first prize, it is backed by a student who has represented the topic in a very unique way in the unique areas of entrepreneurship in fisheries, where a person with low income possibly could become an entrepreneur, and he has considered the issues of bycatch and suggested possible conversion opportunities and mainly emphasized on e-marketing ventures on bycatch and utilization of the seaweeds. So the student is Bamanai Pinak. So he's the student of College of Fisheries, Junagadh Agriculture University. So congratulations, Bamanya Pinak. So these were the awardees who have bagged these positions. So the third position, it is bagged by two students, whereas the second position and the first positions, congratulations to all the winners, whereas the participation of all the participants is very much obliged. So over to you, Dr. Shantanu sir.
Thank you very much for a lovely presentation and announcing the awards. It was very interesting. And I request Dr. Jitendra Kumar Shukla to share those video clippings. Particularly, we are going to show only first prize and the second prize winners. First, we are going to start with the second prize winner, that is Miss Amanat Kaur from College of Fisheries, Gadwasu. The key highlight, she interacted with the farmers, this wonderful interaction. And to be honest, she just began her studies, and she's in the first semester of her studies. And it's a great effort by her. Congratulations to her, and very nice presentation she has done. Thank you very much. Dr. Jitendra, please.
Fishing industry is a very large industry that accommodates several businesses, and it is a well-known fact that a lot of people are making money in the fishing industry, as fishes and fish-based products are eaten all across the globe. And fish farming is one of the most lucrative sectors in the fishing industry. It's like a boom for small, marginal as well as large farmers. There are enormous fish species that can be cultured by farmers and that can make them earn good profit, like tilapia fish, salmon fish, and various carps like common carp, grass carp, silver carp, rohu, katla, mrigal, and many more. Talking about Punjab, there is a huge scope of fish farming in the state. There are many regions in Punjab, particularly the Malwa belt, which is the saline affected area, and in these kind of salt affected areas, the fish farming can be more profitable than the traditional practices of wheat and paddy rotation. And it is glad to note that many farmers in Punjab have been motivated by the fish farming and are now earning a sound amount through this branch. Gurshinder Pal Singh is one such successful farmer of district Bathinda of Punjab. So now, to know more about this field, let's have a word with him. Sir, आपने ये फिश फार्मिंग का कब सोचा और कैसे ये स्टार्ट किया आप सारा?
मैंने ये 2016 में किया था स्टार्ट
जी।
मेरा मकसद तो ये था कि स्टोरेज कैसे किया जाए पानी,
जी।
क्यों हमारे यहाँ ज़मीन वाला पानी है ना जो वो बहुत मतलब सॉल्टी है।
हाँ जी।
इसीलिए मैंने फ़िश फार्म के पास गए, महकमे के पास।
जी।
उन्होंने बोला भी 1 एकड़ की बजाय आप 2.5 एकड़ में करो।
ओके।
ये आप फिश भी पाल सकते हो और इसमें पानी भी स्टोर कर सकते हो।
हाँ जी।
इसलिए फिर मैंने ये 2016 में किया।
ओके सर। सो ये जो हमें पीछे फिश फार्म दिख रहा है, कितने रकबे में ये आपने शुरू किया हुआ है?
ये 2.5 एकड़ में है, 1 हेक्टेयर।
ओके सर।
हाँ जी।
1 हेक्टेयर में आपने शुरू
हाँ जी,
किया
हाँ
है। तो आप क्या प्रॉफिट एनुअली आप इससे लेते हैं? और
मेरा ये 2.5 लाख के करीब एनुअली प्रॉफिट हो जाता है।
ओके सर। सर कौन कौन सी फिशेस का आप इसमें कल्चर करते हैं?
इसमें कतला
हाँ
जो
जी।
ऊपर रहती है, फिर रोहू है
हाँ जी।
और बुराक।
ओके सर।
हाँ जी।
तो बेसिकली आप
3।
कार्प्स का कल्चर करते
हाँ
हैं।
जी, हाँ जी।
सो क्या आप मानते हैं कि और भी जो हमारे यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं उनको इस फिश फार्मिंग का करना चाहिए आगे?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल चाहिए। हाँ जी। और इसका पानी जो 2 नंबर वाला है वो 1 नंबर में कर देती है फिश।
ओके सर।
हाँ जी।
थैंक यू सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
ओके।
आपका हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए।
सो जैसे कि हमने अभी सरदार गुरशिंदर पाल सिंह जी से बात की, तो हम कह सकते हैं कि फिश फार्मिंग एक ऐसा बिजनेस है जिसके साथ हम बहुत अच्छा प्रॉफिट कमा सकते हैं, और वो भी बहुत ही थोड़े रिस्क के साथ। अगर हम केवल पंजाब की बात करें तो सिर्फ पंजाब में ही बहुत सारे फिश फार्मर्स हैं जो कि आज बहुत सक्सेसफुल हैं और अपनी लाइवलीहुड केवल फिश फार्मिंग से कमा रहे हैं। हमारे मुक्तसर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में एक गांव है चन्नू, वहां के एक किसान सरदार बलकरण सिंह, जिन्होंने अपना फिश फार्मिंग का बिजनेस 2.5 एकड़ में शुरू किया था और आज वो 17 एकड़ में फिश फार्मिंग कर रहे हैं। ऐसे ही रामपुरा डिस्ट्रिक्ट के किसान महराज गांव के सरदार राजवीर सिंह सिद्धू, वो भी आज बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे फिश फार्मिंग कर रहे हैं और एक बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल फिश फार्मर है। सो हमारी यंग जनरेशन के लिए एक सक्सेसफुल एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने का ये बहुत ही अच्छा जरिया है, और मैं कहूँगी कि शायद ये एक ऐसा बिजनेस है जिसमें विद एब्सोल्युटली नो रिस्क हम बहुत अच्छा प्रॉफिट कमा सकते हैं। इसमें बहुत वास्ट अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ अवेलेबल हैं। सो हमारी यंग जनरेशन के लिए, हमारी जितने भी यंगस्टर्स हैं जो कि जॉब सीकर्स हैं, उनको जॉब सीकर्स बनने की बजाय जॉब गिवर्स बनना चाहिए। सो ये एक बहुत अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है उन सब के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच। धन्यवाद।
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Amanat Kaur, for a wonderful video documentary about entrepreneurship in fisheries. Just recently, I was reading a book that is The Moment of Lift by Melinda Gates. That book, the Melinda Gates speaks or writes about the woman empowerment. This is what we need for the progress, for the well-being of the family and the country. Okay, that's a wonderful video documentary. Congratulations once again. Thank you very much. And Dr. Jitendra, please the next one.
Hello friends, I am Pinnak Bamania from College of Fisheries Science, Veeraval. It is celebrations of World Fisheries Day. We all know that fishery is a vast subject. Millions of people directly or indirectly depends on our fisheries. In our country, we know businessman gets more and more profit. But what about fishermen, coastal villagers? On these occasions of World Fisheries Day, my topic is how to enhance this coastal villagers' lifestyle by entrepreneurship development. In this, I include the use of seaweed and seaweed culture, and also use of conches and pebbles for decorations and ornamental. My first topic is use of seaweed. First we know about sources of seaweed. In fishing season, one-day fishing trips, fishermen get seaweeds as a bycatch with fishes, but there is no use of this seaweed, so they threw these seaweeds in coastal areas. If we teach fishermen how to use this seaweed and how to extract agar, carrageenan, algin, then it become very useful for them. This is the first use of seaweeds. The government should increase the seaweed culture in these coastal areas. Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha are states has a high variety of seaweed. So, after proper research, government agency should suggest fishermen to grow particular seaweed. Government should help fishermen for this, like they provide machineries, raft, ropes, and also storing place for seaweed. Government also help to marketing these seaweeds. Once farmers learned all system, then they self do all. So in long run it become master stroke of community empowerment. This is some use of seaweeds. This is species of seaweed found at Wearable Coast. This is some photos and videos that clicked by me at Wearable Coast. In our college, we also collect seaweeds from our coasties and then make herbarium files. This is short video of seaweeds at Wearable Coast. Second topic is use of conches and pebbles for decorations and ornamental purpose. First we know the sources of conches. Conches is also come as a bycatch in one-day trips and also found out in all coastal beds. Fishermen threw them out on coast and not value it, but we train them and teach how to add value in conches and make pebbles more attractive. Then it make more profitable for fish farmers. Like seaweeds, this startup also needs government support. Once fishermen trained, then they themselves earning and make profit by this. This is some videos and photos that clicked by me on Wearable Coast. After polishing the chunks and decorating the pebbles, it becomes more valuable. Thank you. Happy World Fisheries Day to all.
Yeah, thank you very much. Congratulations to Mr. Bamania from College of Fisheries Science, Wearable, Junagadh Agricultural University, Gujarat. Thank you and congratulations. Actually, we received a request by the third prize winners. They want us to show the video clipping. with the kind permission of organizers and coordinators, we are going to display. Dr. Jitendra, please.
Hello everyone. So who doesn't want to be successful? Every time we look in a guy's room, you will find images of Lamborghinis, Teslas and Rolls Royces on them. Who doesn't dreams of a penthouse in New York City and a holiday home in Hawaii? Maybe some of the more ambitious among you want private islands. But no one has achieved all of this just by working 9 to 5. Hello everyone, I am Manpreet Singh, a student of College of Fisheries, Gadwasu, and in this video I will be sharing about various entrepreneurship opportunities in fisheries sector. Start with a small exploratory study conducted by M. Kumaran and P. R. Anand on how motivated today's graduates are about entrepreneurship opportunities. An entrepreneur is a person who sets up a business taking on financial risks in the hope of making a profit. So, how many of the graduates are willing to take that risk? According to this study, only 30% of the respondents were willing to take risk and start their own fishing enterprise. And if you are one of them, then in this video I'll be discussing various opportunities in fisheries sectors with you. If you are interested in starting a fishing related business, then you should consider starting a salmon fish farm. Salmon fish farming is perhaps one of the most lucrative fish farming business an entrepreneur can start. But that does not rule out the fact that it can be sometimes challenging. In order to maximize profits with your salmon fish farming business, you would have to learn the process of hatching salmon eggs and then groom them to maturity when they will be due for harvest. As a matter of fact, salmon fish can grow very big, hence increasing the profit of your catch. Shrimp farming is another fish-related business idea that an aspiring entrepreneur can start in any part of the world. Shrimp farming is known to be a profitable business, and farmers of our state have successfully proven that. And they have evolved from small scale to a global industries in our country and state. So, for an aspiring entrepreneur, shrimp farming is a business to get into. Another interesting fish-related business idea that an aspiring entrepreneur can successfully start is catfish farming. Catfish is consumed by a good number of people, and catfish farming happens to be one of the easiest fish farming business to run. You can actually run a catfish farm in your backyard and from the artificial ponds. Ornamental fisheries is another profitable business that you can get into. In this business, there is an opportunity for the construction of backgrounds and the construction of aquariums. Aquariums comes in many different sizes and shapes, and it takes someone who is trained to know how to construct them. So as a fishery graduate, you will learn about training and you can use your skills to develop beautiful aquariums for various purposes. If you are a fisheries graduate, then one of the fishing related business that you should consider starting is to go into the production of fish medications and nutrients. Despite the fact that there are various brands of fish medications and nutrients in shelf out there, any entrepreneur who comes up with a unique product will always get a fair share of the available market share in the country. Just ensure that your fish medication and nutrients are effective and you won't have to struggle much with your marketing and sales. Let's be a job creator and not a job seeker. Let's harness these opportunities and become a successful fish farmer. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this video was informative for you.
Congratulations, Mr. Manpreet Singh. That was beautiful and beautifully spoken. Thank you very much, and you have a great future. And we have another third prize was shared. It was bracketed, and I request Dr. Jitendra to share that the third prize winner. Video clipping, please.
तालाब है उधर आया हुआ हूँ। तो मैं वहाँ पे एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री शूट करनी है मुझे, उसके रिगार्डिंग मैंने सोचा कि डायरेक्ट मत्स्य पालन करते हुए कृषकों से ही डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट कर लिया जाए, जो कि उससे उनको ही मैं डायरेक्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी बताऊँ, एंटरप्रेन्योर बताऊँ कि आप मतलब फिशी सेक्टर में क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या क्या प्लान मेकिंग कर सकते हैं, किस तरह आप अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी इंक्रीज़ कर सकते हैं। तो इसलिए मैंने ये थोड़ा डायरेक्ट वहाँ आ गया हूँ। तो यहाँ पर आके मैंने 2-3 मत्स्य पालन वाले लोग थे, उनसे मैंने कांटेक्ट किया, वहाँ मुझे 2 भाई मिले। उनमें से एक भाई जो अभी 12th बायोलॉजी से करने वाला है, तो मैंने थोड़ा उसे भी बताया। और उसके बाद एक भाई अभी जाल डाल रहा है पूरे में, वो फुटेज मैं आपको शेयर करूँगा। तो उसके बाद मैंने इनसे थोड़ा वो डिस्कशन किया अबाउट प्रोडक्शन एंड ऑल। तो उससे मुझे थोड़ा पता चला कि कैसा ये प्रोडक्ट करती है, कौन सी मछली को कल्चर कर रहे हैं। और तो आपको मैं विस्तृत जानकारी के लिए उनसे ही बात कर लेता हूँ। तो चलिए मैंने जो मत्स्य पालन के लिए मैं आया था, तो उधर उनका छोटा भाई बैठा हुआ है, बड़ा भाई उधर मछलियाँ पकड़ रहा है और मछली पकड़ने के लिए जाल डाल रहा है। सॉरी, इससे चर्चा करते हैं। तो भैया आप कौन सी क्लास में पढ़ रहे हो?
मैं अभी 12th पढ़ रहा हूँ बायोलॉजी से।
अच्छा भैया, तो आपको जैसे कि मैंने आपको फिजी सेक्टर के बारे में बताया, तो उससे आपको थोड़ा प्रेरणा मिली क्या?
हाँ भैया, आपने बहुत कुछ बता दिया है।
हाँ, तो बस मैं वही चाहता हूँ कि आप अपने भैया को थोड़ा साइंटिफिक वैज्ञानिक तरीके से मछली पालन के लिए बताएं। और सरकार की तरफ से बहुत सारी योजनाएं चलती हैं, उन योजनाओं के अंतर्गत आप बहुत से लाभ उठा सकते हो। जैसे आप जो फिश सीड होते हैं, तो सीड कलेक्शन सेंटर होता है, जैसे गुना में गोपालपुरा है और ये 2-3 और डैम वगैरह हैं, वहाँ पे आपको फिश के सीड मिल सकते हैं। तो आप वहाँ से सरकार की 50% सब्सिडी के अकॉर्डिंग आप वहाँ से सीड कलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। और ये मैं आपको डॉक्यूमेंट के फॉर्म में बता दूंगा, और आपको कैसे कलेक्ट करना है ये भी मैं आपको अच्छे से बता दूंगा। आप भैया कौन सी मछली को इधर पकड़ते हैं मेनली?
रोहू, कतलम।
अच्छा भैया, तो चलिए भैया, कितना पकड़ लेते हैं आप एक दिन में इधर?
5 से 6 किलो पकड़ लेते हैं।
आपके परिवार में कमाने वाला और कौन कौन है?
मेरे पापा हैं, वो किसान हैं। जो मेरे भैया हैं, वो मछलियाँ पकड़ते हैं।
और भैया आप यहाँ मतलब यही मछलियाँ पकड़ते हो या आप शाम को कभी कभी आ जाते हो?
यहीं पकड़ते हैं।
अच्छा ठीक है भैया, ठीक है भैया। तो अभी आपको मैं सरकार के द्वारा उसमें सब्सिडी लेके उसमें फार्म खुदवाइए। फार्म खुदवाने के बाद आपको गवर्नमेंट ही सीड देगी, वो भी 50% सब्सिडी पे। फार्म बनाने के लिए भी गवर्नमेंट सब कुछ देगी। ये नई कृषि की तकनीक है, जैसे एक्वाकल्चर प्रैक्टिसेस कहते हैं। उसके अंतर्गत आप मतलब बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर सकते हैं, जैसे आप पॉलीकल्चर भी कर सकते हैं, एक्वाकल्चर की टेक्निक कर सकते हैं। और आप कभी कभी मतलब मछली पालन के साथ, जिसको एकीकृत कृषि कहते हैं, आप उसमें मछली पालन, बकरी पालन, बतख पालन, सबको एकजुट के मिलकर मत्स्य पालन वाले किसान, इनसे संपर्क किया और उन्हें थोड़ा फ्यूचर और बिजनेस से रिलेटेड चीज़ें बताई गई, जिसमें मतलब वो भविष्य में क्या क्या चीज़ें कर सकते हैं और किन तरीके से अपना मतलब प्रोडक्शन रेट बढ़ा सकते हैं। उनको कुछ योजनाओं से भी अंतर्गत कराया गया कि मतलब योजनाओं का आप लाभ उठाइए और इससे आप अपना प्रोडक्शन बढ़ा सकते हैं। और भी कई तरह की चीज़ें बताई। उनका जो छोटा भाई था, जिससे आपने देखा होगा वीडियो में मैंने बात की, तो उस भाई को मैंने प्रेरणा दी कि आप मतलब मत्स्य पालन में भी बहुत कुछ अच्छा कर सकते हैं, जो कि एक BFSC डिग्री करनी पड़ेगी। उसको अपनी डिग्री का लाभ बताया। ये वाला एरिया है जहाँ पर ये सारे मत्स्य पालन वाले लोग रहते हैं। कुछ पैरामीटर्स हैं जो सीड प्रोडक्शन एंड एरिया वाले, और यहाँ पर कुछ फैक्टर्स जो एंटरप्रेन्योर के लिए बैरियर और फैसिलिटेट करते हैं इमरजेंसी के लिए। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग वीडियो।
Thank you very much, Mr. Krishnakant from College of Fisheries, Veterinary University from Madhya Pradesh. Thank you very much, Jabalpur. So many, all these video documentaries covered different aspects. We had to choose the best video documentaries. Congratulations to all the winners. Having said that, having praised the winners, but my big praise is for the participants who participated and could not win. No, don't think that, but your participation itself has won the prize. And best wishes for the next time. Thank you very much. And with this video clipping, experience and sharing, I request our chief guest, Dr. Asha Dhawan Madam, to address our participants and students and teachers. Dr. Shah Devan, madam, please unmute, and you are going to be live
Yes.
now. And thank you very much for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Shantanu. First of all, good morning to everybody who's joined the meeting, especially to the students. First of all, congratulations to you all on this day, 21st November, as a World Fishery Day. And you people have heard a lot about World Fishery Day. So it is an important day for the fishery professionals and all the people who are associated with fishery in one form or the other. Now, before I say something, I must congratulate the College of Fishery, Gadwasu, for conducting such an important event. And you know, Shantanu, I like such type of events. Because from classroom, a change should be needed, which may be in one form or the other. And due to this pandemic, we just can't have the actual meetings or actual events. As you know, last year we celebrated at our college this World Fishery Day. I was a part of that event with you all that day. But today, if we are, the circumstances are like that we have to be virtual, then it's okay. The thing is to be connected with each other. That is really very important. With any media, it can be. So it's very good that you people have organized this event. And this event was naturally a bit different from the poster competition or storytelling competition. The video, I have seen all the participants' presentations. They were really good. But my special concern is with that girl, Amanat Kaur. She has really done a wonderful job, being, as you people told, that she is the first semester student of our college. And the interest from lab to field, which I have seen in her, that was very important for me. So when I'll come to the college, I'll definitely want to meet this girl, Amanat. All the participants, whether they have got third prize or second prize or first prize, they all, or the participants who have participated it was told that there were 25 entries from 7 states. So all the students need appreciation, whether they come in the first place or second. They could not come. That it hardly matters for me. You people know that I always say participation is important than achieving any position, because first ek hi aata hai, second ek hi aayega. So please send the wishes and congratulations. Those people must be there on the meeting also, those participants, to all the participants. That is important. Shantanu, you just convey this to the students even who have participated. Now, as a theme of entrepreneurship opportunities in fisheries, these people have told so many things, people have read so many things, that you people know that fishery sector is growing like anything in the world. It's the highest growing sector, but the need is to tap this sector, that how we can have full profit or full scope from this sector. The need is to, because this sector is not agriculture even is not an extensive agriculture that you do whatsoever you want, you sow a seed and you do that. And now these sectors have become scientific sectors and need skilled manpower. So for that skilled manpower, naturally we have these, our professional degrees, whether it is agriculture, whether it's animal husbandry, whether it's veterinary, whether it is fishery professional. So, but now you people can say that so many fishery professionals are coming every year in India, and they are not settling, or they are settling, 50% are settling, or some the question is always there. But I may tell you students that it is not only in fisheries sector, it is in every sector. So what is the need? Need is to identify yourself. You are skilled manpower. You know now in fifth Dean's Committee, I was a member of fifth Dean's Committee course curriculum formation of undergraduate students. So we have tried our best to incorporate the entrepreneurship or scope of entrepreneurship in that curriculum, which you people are now having, you students are having. So need is to tap that entrepreneurship or that skill into this fishery sector. Problem kya hai ki there is a entrepreneur who wants particular skill, but sometimes the need is to see that दुनिया किधर जा रही है, किस चीज की requirement है. So we should have go towards that sector. We should have that skill. So that skill is important. When the job seeker and job provider will have the match of the skills, then you people can have very good jobs. But as you people know, that's everybody is saying this is a notion now you should not be a job seeker, you should be a job provider. Now our students have also said in our documentary that is true. तो उसके लिए क्या है, you have to go from lab to land. जब आप लैंड में जाओगे, जब आप फॉर्म पे जाओगे, तब आपका मन करेगा कि I should do something in this regard. So need is to have those particular skills. मैं आजकल क्या है, the students जो है everybody needs a job, मुझे job मिल जाए, वो motivate नहीं होते कि I should do something from my side. मैं और they do something, अगर कुछ नहीं मिलता तो वो छोड़ देते हैं वो जॉब. मैं एक छोटी सी स्टोरी है, I used to tell my students also जब मैं कॉलेज में थी, कई बार मैं छोटी एक स्टोरी है, उसमें क्या है कि एक फिशरी साइंटिस्ट वो एक जार लेता है, आप लोगों ने शायद कहीं सुनी भी होगी. He has a jar to do some experiment with shark. So he put a shark in a jar and had put some bait fishes in the jar. So what happens? As you know, shark will just immediately, it will catch the fish and it will eat the prey. Then the scientist next day put a fiberglass barrier between the in that jar. On one side he kept the shark. Now on the other side he kept the bait. Now shark tried to catch the fish, but there was a barrier between fiberglass and the shark and the bait. So shark tried so many times. Then she left. Then the next, after a few days, that scientist, that biologist, he removed that partition of fiberglass. But you know, the bait was there, but the shark was not attempting, because she was seeing that shark was seeing that barrier is still there. It was not actually. So similarly, we people sometimes do something, but फिर सोचते हैं अब हो नहीं सकता, अब हम कर ही नहीं सकते, ये काम तो मेरे लिए है ही नहीं है. So वो जो चीजें हैं, वो आपको अपने आप को ट्राई करते रहना चाहिए. You should try, if not in one sector, you can try the other sector. और इसके कारण इससे क्या है कि you people can have, तो अपने कुछ पॉजिटिविटी और रखो कि मैं कर सकता हूँ, I can do it. उसके लिए you have to go out of your home, you have to go out of your state even. ये नहीं है कि हम यही हैं, यही जॉब मिल जाए and we get everything there. No, you have to explore the world. मैं बताती हूँ बच्चों, जितना आप बाहर जाओगे उतना आपको पता चलेगा कि where you are standing. In our college या in our state, in our city, हमें लगता है कि हाँ we can do. But when you will go outside, you will find the opportunities also. There are a number of opportunities which you can avail. So you have to go, you have to explore, you have to be a job provider. You just can't be a job seeker. अगर सभी job seeker हो जाएंगे तो naturally a job provider कहाँ से रहेगा? So you people have to do all these things. Now, if you see the theme of this year's World Fishery Day, that it is a fishery value chain, on a fishery value chain. और ये it's a need of the day. Not only in fishery, in every sector, whether it is agriculture or it is a milk production or it is any field or meat production, you have to have a value addition. आप लोग जानते हो पहले जमाने में क्या था, ladies were not working, they used to stay at home. तो वो क्या था, उनका काम ही क्या था, खाना बनाना और ये करना. आजकल क्या है, everybody wants to be in job or everybody wants to do something, चाहे वो कुछ भी हो, तो वो people want to do and people don't have now time for all these things. तो लोग कहाँ जाते हैं, processed food. जैसे बाहर के countries में हो गया, अब हमारे भी we people are also having the same type of setup in our homes कि we people want to go for a ready-made food. और जो हमारा जो फिश का ये है, अब ये फिश खाने की बात नहीं रही है, ये फिश जो है हमारी डाइट का एक पार्ट बन गई है, मेडिसिनल पार्ट बन गई. लोग इसको अब ये नहीं है जब फूड खाते हैं, लोग इसको खाना चाहते हैं, जो नहीं भी खा रहे हैं वो भी कई बार खाना चाहते हैं ड्यू टू इट्स मेडिसिनल वैल्यू. तो अब ये बात है कि हमें कैसे इस फिश को, जो जैसे एक तो गवर्नमेंट की कई स्कीम्स आ रही हैं, प्रधानमंत्री योजनाएं कितनी हैं जो इस फिशरी डेवलपमेंट के लिए. बात ये है कि जो हमारा अनयूटिलाइज्ड रिसोर्सेज है, जो उसको यूटिलाइज करके एंटरप्रेन्योर लेना चाहते हैं, वो उसको फार्मिंग सिस्टम करके ले सकते हैं. और जो लोग फार्मिंग के साथ जुड़ी हुई और एसोसिएटेड चीजें हैं उससे कर सकते हैं. और उसमें जो है ये वैल्यू एडिशन जो है, जिससे हमें 1 रुपए की चीज की वैल्यू 10 रुपए हो जाएगी, उसकी वैल्यू ऐड करके वो करना बहुत जरूरी है. हमारा जो फूड है उसको रेडीमेड, रेडी टू ईट या रेडी टू कुक, ये फूड बनाने बहुत जरूरी है. जब तक ये हम वैल्यू एडिशन नहीं करेंगे तब तक हमारे रॉ फूड की शायद उतनी वैल्यू नहीं मिलेगी. तो आप बच्चों, आप सबको यू हैव टू सी दैट व्हाट इज इन योर व्हाट इज योर कैपेसिटी टू डू, व्हाट इज योर एबिलिटी टू डू. तो आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन or you people can have such type of jobs, such type of entrepreneurs. नहीं है तो जो really who have scientific, they can go for PG or they can go for PhD. So in this way you have to identify your capacity of working. This is very important. तो ये आप लोग सभी जो जहाँ फिशरी कॉलेजेस में बैठे हैं बच्चे, आप एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरेक्ट कीजिए. I'll request, मैंने कई बार ICR में भी कहा है कि we should have such programs at national level जहाँ स्टूडेंट आपस में मिले and they can have exchange of their experiences with each other. Set type of events होने चाहिए, नेशनल लेवल पे होने चाहिए. लोकलाइज्ड का कोई इतना फायदा नहीं होता है. आज हम नेशनलाइज्ड हुए हैं, कल को हम इंटरनेशनल भी हो सकते हैं, so that our students can have more exposure. कई बार क्या होता है, तुम में कैपेसिटी होती है, तुम्हें लगता है कि शायद मैं ठीक नहीं हूँ, शायद मुझे इतना पता नहीं है. क्लासरूम में भी कई बार ऐसे होता है कि बच्चों को ये लगता है कि हम पढ़ रहे, हमें शायद आता है, पर वो बोलने से हिचकिचाएंगे कि शायद मैं गलती ना हूँ, मैं इसलिए बोल नहीं सक रहा हूँ. So you should not have any hesitation. Everybody has very good पॉइंट्स और पॉजिटिविटी और उनमें क्वालिटीज होती हैं, कुछ किसी में कम किसी में ज्यादा. तो एवरीबडी शुड एक्सप्लोर. और टीचर्स को इसमें ज्यादा ड्यूटी है कि वो देखें ये स्टूडेंट किस काम का है, ये स्टूडेंट किस चीज का है, ये किस एरिया में कर सकते हैं. तो यू शुड हेल्प दैट स्टूडेंट्स टू दैट एरिया. हर स्टूडेंट एक जैसा नहीं हो सकता, हर स्टूडेंट में कैसी स्किल नहीं हो सकती है. तो यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई ऑल दो स्टूडेंट्स. तो कैसे करना है, तो उसके कारण यू पीपल कैन डू. और मैं बच्चों एक बात बताना चाहूंगी, जो भी इसमें ज्वाइन किया है, कि मैं हर एक हमेशा कहती हूँ, यू शुड नॉट बी प्राउड ऑफ योर पेरेंट्स शुड बी प्राउड ऑफ यू. तो ऐसा काम करो कि आपके माँ बाप कहें कि ये हमारा बेटा है. ये नहीं कहना ये मेरे पापा है, ये मेरे पापा फलाने पोस्ट पे लगे हुए हैं, मेरे पापा ये, मेरी मम्मा ये लगी हुई है. तो यू फील प्राउड टू योर पेरेंट्स. और एंड में शांतनु बोलेगा, मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि यू शुड बी ए गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग, एक अच्छे इंसान बनो। जब तुम सब अच्छे इंसान हो तो सब कुछ अच्छा होगा, ये ध्यान रखना। ये नहीं सोचना कि सामने वाला अच्छा है कि अच्छा नहीं है, नो, you have to be a good human being, तो उसमें you covers everything. So I think शांतनु, मैं तो तुम्हें पता है बहुत कह सकती हूँ, बहुत बोल सकती हूँ, तो अभी ये है कि I again congratulate College of History Gurvasu for conducting such a good and such a different program, and congratulations to Dr. Meera D. Ansel, Dean College of Fishery, for having a vision and supporting you people. I think she will continue doing all this type of work, and it's wonderful. और अपने उस कहते हैं, फिर मैं बोलूंगी, लगाए पौधे को बड़ा होता देख के everybody feel happy. So I am really proud of my college, my faculty, my students, और rest of the fishery बच्चे जो जहां जहां भी हैं, हम सब उनके साथ हैं। कभी भी किसी को कोई जरूरत हो, they can approach our College of History Gadwasu. Especially I am very happy to see our student, क्या नाम है उसका, इसका नाम था ऐसे था कुछ, भूल गई, सुधांशु, सुधांशु I think, who was Sudhanshu.
Yeah.
So my best wishes are to our alumni also. बच्चे जो हैं उनको best wishes कि वो आगे बढ़े. To all of you, once of all of you, congratulations on World Fishery Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. There is no words to express feelings now. Okay, thank you very much. And
Dr. Shantanu,
yeah,
I would like to say a few words.
Yeah, sure, please.
Yeah, I will not take much of your time. So first of all, I would like to thank Asha ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for always guiding us, motivating us, and helping us to do better with each passing day. So with your blessings, we are trying our best. So how we can help out our students to do better, to be job providers, not job seekers. So you have shared your views with your vast experience. I hope that our students will be benefited by your, you can say, advice you have given them. And our faculty will also be also doing their best to guide the students to have a very bright future. And Dr. Shantanu, at the end, I would like to say that I am very happy to see that our students, they have done a very commendable job.
Yep.
They have developed such a good videos, and I am very happy to see it.
Yes.
So I can see that they have a very bright future.
Yes.
If they can understand these things at this stage, means they can go very far in their life.
Yes.
So thank you, ma'am Asha, for sparing your time and guiding us to do better in future. So I assure you that this College of Fisheries, which has a very good, you can say, foundation with your efforts in the initial years, we will continue to do better and set an example for the country also. So thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you, Dr. Shantanu, for giving me time. And you can proceed further. Thank you so much.
It's your time. Thank you very much for your lovely words and excellent interaction.
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Shadavan, madam, thank you for highlighting how to tap the resources and how to utilize the unutilized resources. Particularly, you set an example, you and Dr. Meera and Dr. Vaneet and Dr. Kamaldeep, madam, started what you call farming, aquaculture practices in inland saline waters. You set an example in, particularly in North India. That's one of the best examples the country highlights, no doubt about it. And how to use the, how to act according to the current requirements, one of the key highlights in your speech, the one should remember. And the story which you shared, though it is small, but has got a deep message in that, no doubt. So it's a key message that never give up in life. How many times Nelson Mandela quote says, don't worry about the victory. Even if you fall 100 times, you keep on getting up and rise, that is the victory. That's the great Nobel Prize laureate Nelson Mandela's quote. So never Never ever think about falling, but how many times you rise, that's the victory. Thank you very much for sharing the wonderful views, and we always seek your blessings and advices for the development of fisheries, and no doubt for personality developments for students. As you said, the students have done a tremendous job by participating in national level video documentary competition, and conducting this event and coming up with a creative idea. The credit goes to Dr. Rajinder Kaur and Dr. Jitendra Kumar Shukla. I take this opportunity to congratulate both of them for a tremendous job. Okay,
Yes,
thank you
sir.
very much. And without taking much time, and just a gentle reminder for all the participants and students, Dr. Vanith Inder Kaur is going to give concluding remarks and word of thanks. Don't leave the event immediately, and we are going to have national anthem, because it is one must respect. It's not that what I get from the country, it is what we give for the country, for the development. That's the key message. Please don't leave immediately after the word of thanks. We are going to have national anthem. Though we are having virtual meeting, but this is a way we have to practice. It is needed. It's a need of the hour. Okay, with this brief information and interaction with Dr. Asha Dhawan and Dr. Meera Dian sir, I request Dr. Vanith Inder Kaur to have a concluding remarks and word of thanks. Please unmute, and you're going to be live now. Dr. Vanith, over to you now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Shantanu. Thank you so much. So I was eagerly waiting for my turn, because I would like to tell, whenever we listen Dr. Asha Dhawan, you got so much motivated, actually the things coming out. So thank you, madam. Thank you for joining us. You have spared your time. So thank you so much. First of all, congratulations to everyone, and best wishes to everyone, and a very happy World Fisheries Day. So I have been given the most important duty for the today's function, that is to give concluding remarks and vote of thanks. So I think we have reached to the end of today's celebration, that is World Fisheries Day, 21st November 2020. I believe today's event was very innovative in its idea, in its execution and everything. And it was wonderfully executed by our team of organizing committee, including Dr. Shantanu, Dr. Jitendra Kumar, and Madam Rajinder Kaur. And the highlight of the day, that we are really enlightened to listen our former dean, Dr. Asha Dhawan, my mentor, respected madam, and our present dean, Dr. Meera Dian sir. We are always enlightened, motivated to do so many things in fisheries, and we are going to do that. So thank you, madam. So in concluding remarks, so the day was celebrated by organizing such a wonderful event. It was very innovative to record the documentaries and to present that. It was really very nice. It is a good experience. So I can conclude that, and I can surely say that everybody who is attending this, you can say today's event, they must be very happy to see this. And we will not only, you can say, celebrated, but we have learned so many things from each and every person, especially from the students who have gave their ideas in such a wonderful manner. So finally, I am going to go for the formal vote of thanks. So first of all, on behalf of College of Fisheries, Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, I take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks to all who have directly or indirectly contributed in execution of this very beautiful event. So first of all, we are highly thankful to our Honorable Worthy Vice Chancellor, Dr. Inderjeet Singh, because this is due to his constant encouragement and support that we at College of Fisheries and everyone in the university is working very hard so that we can excel each and every field, either it is research, extension, academics, everything. So on behalf of College of Fisheries, we extend very, you can say, sincere thanks to our worthy Vice Chancellor. Thank you, sir. Then at the outset, I think I say a big thank to our chief guest, again, very respected, very dear Dr. Aisha Dhawan. We approached her that you have to be chief guest for this function because without you, this cannot be complete. So, madam, it is, I can say that your presence and especially your motivational words are really meaningful to us. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank our present dean, Dr. Meera D. Ansal. Everybody knows, and madam has also mentioned, even Asha madam has mentioned that she has always given her support, her enthusiastic support, rather I would say, critical suggestions, and she is the catalyst behind, she is stimulating every one of us to organize such kind of for events so that our students remained motivated even in this pandemic also. So thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now a special thanks for the whole organizing committee. Dr. Shantanu Gowda is behind, you can say, doing all the things, but without the help of Dr. Jitinder Kumar and Dr. Rajinder, the event cannot be successful. So thanks for their unflinching support and coordination as a team to make this event a success. I can say it is a success. So again, you can say every event needs financial support. So I would here like to give thanks to our, you can say, Dr. Shantanu has already mentioned, we have a project IDP, Institutional Development Program. Under that, we got the funds to hold these type of events. So I thanks for the financial support to the PIIDP, that is our Dean, College of Veterinary Science, Dr. SPS Kuman. So he has given full support to organize this event. Then you can say the our heartful thanks to our participants. Either they are students who have sent their entries through documentaries, and today's participation by different faculty from different colleges, from different colleges faculty, as well as students who are there. As I think now also we have around 135 to 140 participants. So it is a great participation. So thank you so much, everyone. You have made our event a success. Without you, we can't hold events like this. So thank you so much. I may not forget today we don't have Miss Amandeep Kaur is there. She is our senior research fellow under IDP. She is the backbone behind organizing all these events. Due to some reason she could not make out, but she has made all the arrangement till yesterday evening. She was there on phone. Dr. Shantanu can tell. So thank you, Amandeep. Now I think I have included everyone. Hopefully I have not forgot anyone. Dr. Shantanu can remind me if I have forgotten anyone, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, so with the warm regards and these words, we have come to today's World Fisheries Day event. So thank you all. Thank you very much. So now over to you, Dr. Shantanu. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vanith, madam, for giving a nice, for proposing a nice word of thanks. So I would say specialist in word of thanks. Okay.
Oh,
thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Lovely. So with this, we are going for national anthem. You know how to respect. So I don't have to mention that. So I request Dr. Jitendra to play the national anthem. Thank you.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंग
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a wonderful day. Hope you all enjoyed the celebration. It's a great day. Thank you very much. We have one just request. There's a feedback form. You please, all the participants and students, please fill it for our survey purpose. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Shantanu.
Yeah,
Okay.
And the link will be valid till 12:30. So please fill before 12:30 all the participants. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
with
well
that,
done.
we conclude the event. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye.
Congratulations, Dr. Shantanu.
Oh, thank you, sir, for everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Saab. Congratulations. It was a
Thank
very
you.
nice event. And
Thank
I would like to say my special congratulations to first year student. Her presentation was very impressive. She's just 10-15 days old in fisheries, but it was marvelous presentation.
Yes.
And regards to Asha Daman ma'am, I think she's there. Madam, regards to you and thank you that you joined with us in today's celebration. And thank you, Meera ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Puneet
you.
ma'am, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, with that,
Thank you, sir.
we are concluding. Could you please?